redoing to the no. That's the last skill for the legend, which I'm gonna be working on. Obviously, well, I'm gonna quit real quick. Let this load. Dude, I wish I could play fucking music without getting copyrighted. No more. Change it to the easiest. Fuck. Oh, X, you're gonna load in, obviously. Okay. Let me check the trader real quick. Turn on the music song. Okay. So before we start, you don't need any prerequisites other than to have your prologue complete up to, I think it's the first assignment, and then you'll be able to go around unlocking quarantine zones. So as you can see, this is me. I'm right here, pretty close to the tower, if you say so. If I say so. You're gonna be coming to the quarantine zone, the red biohazard symbol called Stuffed Turtle, and I'm just gonna make my way there real quick, and I will talk more whenever I get there. Another way to get there fast, other than to use your grappling hook. Also, I should say that the grappling hook probably will make this a lot easier on your sanity from not getting shot so much. Anyways, another faster way to get here is to complete the bounty, what is it, Rise of the Phoenix, so you can get the Kwai Dagger. Do believe that in Chinese, Kwai means fast or quick. So whenever you get here, you want to go in, hold square. It's going to say the difficulty is hard, and this little thing right here is going to pop up. Retrieve all disaster relief on site packages, and you're going to accept it. Now, you're going to come up here, and you see that little green box, you're going to grappling hook to it, and then you're going to use it.
Shit, the
walk
goddamn
out,
switch broke down.
collect these. Now this is just going to be the fastest way to go and do this. And then if you want, you can search these, get some money. And then you could exit if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that because it takes longer to... In the long run, it takes longer to get 2 drops, will be faster. So if I pick like this, which is pretty easy. And you kill some of these guys right here, just enough to get into this room. Kill this guy right here. There's going to be a bomber in this room over here. That's right across from me, so you're going to want to watch out for that. So you come in here, grab this. Maybe kill some more zombies on the way out. And for completing the quarantine zone, as you can see, you're going to get you're gonna get 2,500 or 2,500 XP, survivor XP, and it's gonna go towards your survivor, or if you have your maxed out survivor rank, then it's gonna go towards your legend level. And what you want to do is you just, whenever this is done, or if you don't want to, you can go to the quartermaster and give him the drops. And then you will get your XP for those drops. But it's faster because instead of going all the way back and then coming back, you can just turn around and go back in. There's no limit to how much you can do on here, so that's great. And that makes it easy. Okay, press X, and you come through here. It's the same thing over and over again. In order to get to max survivor rank, if you're doing this from a low, it should be about 200 times, or coming in and doing this 40 times. Because simple math, 5 times 20 is 100, and then 5 times 40 is obviously 200. You just come through and do this over and over again. This is going to be the last time I do it, and then I'm going to show you how to further your XP even more. Now, if you just want to keep doing it on story mode, you can, but there's another way to get more XP from doing this, and that would be putting on a harder or higher difficulty, as you will see in a second. So after you complete it, after I complete it, I'm going to go outside, and then I'm going to show you what to do next. Click X, or whatever button it would be for you. If you're on the Xbox, it's obviously going to be A, PS4, X, and I think it's space for PC. What you're going to do is you're going to quit. That's if you haven't already taken your drops to the quartermaster, and then you can click on play, campaign, advanced. Now, in order to get nightmare mode, you have to beat the campaign, just the base campaign. But if you don't, you can just do the nightmare mode or the hard mode. But since I've beaten the campaign, I'm gonna put it on nightmare because it gives you the best possible amount of XP. Continue. It's probably been sitting like that for a minute. Now that we are in hard difficulty, you should spawn at the tower. I'm not too sure where else you would spawn, other than like a normal safe house. Then, let me show you real quick, that I do have only 10 disaster relief on-site packages. If I deliver, obviously you can see I leveled up my guy once. Now each of these, if you do 5, I think it gives you 800,000, so 10 would give you 1,600,000, somewhere around that. And obviously you can keep doing this over and over again until you have reached the desired rank or level you have wanted to achieve. And that's pretty much it. If you want or would like to play with me on Dying Light or any of the other games I might have, if you would like to play, I will put we'll put my PSN list for you to add me, and I will try to add you back as fast as possible. Not too sure how fast it's gonna be, because it usually takes a while for friend requests to show up for me. Don't really know what to say now, other than I think I'm either gonna end it or I'm just gonna play around. There's also another thing that you can do. It's not really a glitch, it's just farming now.
Got a special deal for you.
If you sleep through a full day cycle, all of the traders and quartermasters will reset, meaning you can obviously get different stuff from them now. As you can see, the legendary item for me was a gold double barrel, and now it's a superior sacrificial short sword. And then, as you saw earlier, my quartermaster only had a bow and arrow, and an arrow. Clear out my inventory real quick. You can sell all of the stuff you get if you would like to from the quartermaster. You don't have to, but stuff like the bow, if you have your survivor up, sells for around $1,398, somewhere around that. And actually it's 1,160. Hey, you get the point though. You can do that to get money if you do happen to need it. I mean, you can never have too much money in a game like this, can you? Because As you see, most of the weapons at max survival level are around $30,000, so it's pretty expensive to buy weapons at the level you will eventually get to. And whenever that or wait, what was I about to say? Fuck, I forgot. Whenever you beat the game, usually you only have one quartermaster, but sometimes whenever you beat the game, Spike will be over here. He'll give you some stuff as well, which you can also take to the trader that's over here and sell, and you can maybe buy some more stuff if you feel like it, but I'm not going to right now, because I'm trying to save up money for something until I find a specific gun that I would need. Yeah, but doing any of the stuff that I have showed you doesn't require any DLC, anything except for you to have the prologue completed, and then if you want to do it on nightmare mode to get extra XP, the main campaign completed. But other than that, that's basically everything I have to show you. I'm thinking about later doing a speed run on New Game Plus. If you want to see that, watch out for my next video or live stream. But you obviously know now that you can get extra XP from doing the quarantine zone that I showed you. So that's it's not the fastest way to get leveled up, but it's definitely a fast way to get leveled up. From say maybe survival rank 1. I would recommend getting to max level because then you get better guns, and you can do bounties like the Rise of the Phoenix bounty that gives you the Quad Dagger. You can do the Ace in the Hole mission that gives you this pistol that I'm using right here, the Last Wish. And you can redo those as well, kind of like the quarantine zones. And the way you access those bounties is whenever you obviously beat the game, you go to any bounty board in the map, and it's gonna be, see, like the Ace in the Hole mission gives you the Fenris axe and the Rise of the Phoenix, everything. So I'm gonna put my PSN in the description whenever this video gets published. I'm gonna add it in there if anybody would like to play with me. I do have bunches of games. I think I got like 80 games on disc, and then I have like a bunch more on digital download. That are obviously digitally downloaded. Why won't you fucking die? Anyways, yep, I think that's gonna